What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Timothy Hannick. Today I am going to give you guys a spoiler alert on the Super Dragon Ball Z movie, which contains Broly in it. Where to begin? Okay, it was awesome. The first 45 minutes kind of sucked. I will say that about the first half hour to 45 minutes because all that was just talking about the past. It was nothing but the past of how Broly was born, how he was sent out because King Vegeta was jealous over his power level, and his father had to go and try to capture him and bring him back. Not bring him back because he was going to get executed for breaking so many rules in Planet Vegeta. So he stayed there with his son, making sure he was alive, training with him, and all this other stuff. Bardock didn't have his future vision in the movie. He actually went off on a mission, came back. You see him returning with some random sand. He even says that he believes that there's a chance that Frieza is probably going to destroy them. And he was right. He had a gut feeling that it could happen. So they land on Planet Vegeta. He gets out. He goes to see his wife. I forget her name. Goes up where Kakarot is. Takes him out of the machine as a baby. Sticks him in a suit. Puts him in the space pod. And Goku's parents look at him and say, well, we promise to come back for you if Bardock's theory about Frieza destroying the planet is wrong. Well, he ended up being correct. Right after Goku was sent out, probably within a few minutes or so, Frieza did blow up the whole planet. And then lied to the rest of the Saiyans that had the updated version Scouters with this, speaker and stuff you can hold into and get the news and all that. Frieza did say to them, a meteor crashed into Planet Vegeta and blew up your whole planet. So you see Raditz, he looks funny as hell as a kid. Vegeta, Prince Vegeta, Nappa, and some random Saiyan talking about it. And Vegeta, of course, he was asked, hey, don't you have a little brother? He's like, yeah, he was shot off to some random planet. I don't give a crap. And Raditz was asked the same question, don't you have a little brother? He goes, I could really care less, but my parents said that he was going to be shot up to a different planet. But either way, I could care less. So both Raditz and Vegeta both don't care about their little brothers, but whatever. So after that, you get to a point after you see a little bit of Broly's storyline of how he was, what he was doing and whatnot. He runs into Frieza Force, and the last thing they ever heard was about a meteor destroying Planet Vegeta. That's all they know. They had no idea that Frieza did it. They thought that Frieza didn't do crap to make that happen. So they were still serving Frieza throughout all those years, but just stranded on a planet. So two people that work for Frieza land down, get I can't remember Broly's father's name. Well, they pick up Broly and his dad, put them in a spaceship, introduce them to Frieza, and introduce himself to some people. After all that's done, they land on Earth, and Frieza wants revenge back at Goku for what happened in the tournament. He just wants to get rid of Goku in general. And Broly and his father both has a bone to pick with Vegeta, so they are both angered because of what his father did, sending Broly away the way he did it. So Broly got super angry and started attacking Prince Vegeta, and it's a back and forth situation. Problem is, at first, Broly didn't know what Super Saiyan was. He never could go Super Saiyan. Throughout the whole time he was stuck on that planet. But anyway, he adjusts to Vegeta's attacks and stuff, and Vegeta even notices. He says that in the movie. He goes, "Crap! He's adjusting to my fighting style and everything." So Vegeta was... They were pretty much even at first. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan, beats the crap out of Broly. Broly turns the tables, beat the crap out of Super Saiyan Vegeta. Then he skips 2. Obviously, he always skips 3. There was no Super Saiyan 4 on Super, in case anybody doesn't know. Because there's a guy that was with me, he was watching. He hasn't been watching Dragon Ball Z in a very long time. He's seen a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, but not everything. He's never seen a single episode of Dragon Ball Super, so everything had to be explained to him, what was going on, whatnot. But he said he's going to get back into Dragon Ball Z for sure. Anyway, back to the movie at hand. It was a back and forth situation between Vegeta and Broly. After Super Saiyan, he skips straight to God level, so he's got his red hair and everything. For the first time, Vegeta uses plain God mode, and beats the crap out of Broly again for a little while. Then Broly absorbs the power of the God Ki, becomes somewhat of a god himself. Well, not a god, but he gets familiar with the power of a god, and starts going back at Vegeta, beating the hell out of him. Eventually, Goku steps in and goes, "Hold up. Broly, it's just you and me. Let's do this." So he's getting ready. He's jumping around going, "Alright, let's go. And then you got Broly just flying in the sky going, "I'm waiting, let's go." They go at it. They're fighting for a little while. Goku's going through his transformations. Super Saiyan 1. Then goes from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan God. Then Super Saiyan Blue, and while he was powering up to go Super Saiyan Blue, you could actually see his hair color changing like 3 or 4 different colors, even white. So like Ultra Instinct, everybody there thought he was gonna go Ultra Instinct, and I was like, "Oh sweet, he's gonna do it!" And bummer, nope, it just went to Super Saiyan Blue. I'm like, son of a gun, man. So many people were so upset after that, but the fight was still going on pretty well. Before I forget to mention, Goku uses a nice technique with his Super Saiyan God Ki by trapping Broly inside of it for a short period of time until he broke free and started beating the crap out of him again. Goku uses instant transmission to get himself and Vegeta out of sight. Goes over to Piccolo and they start learning fusion for Gogeta. Now, obviously, at first, Vegeta didn't want to, so... Again, Goku had to talk him into it. So, it took 3 attempts. The first time he got a fat Gogeta. Second time, he became, like, super skinny. Then the third time was perfect. And then Piccolo just looked at him and said, "Alright, now you guys get out there and fight." Now, they had to wait a whole half hour each time before being able to go and fight. What happened when they left was that they tricked Broly into fighting Frieza. How they did that? Simple. Broly lost control over his mind when he got to a certain power level. So after absorbing and just having so much power stuck in his mind and everything, he just lost all control over himself. So he flew up a mountain where Frieza was and said, "Hi Frieza, bye Frieza." Flies past them, both Vegeta and Goku. And Broly gets up and sees Frieza, just starts beating the crap out of him. So then they use instant transmission, gets out of there. For an hour and a half, Broly was beating the crap out of Frieza. Frieza uses Golden Form and still gets his butt handed to him. And they come back as Gogeta, looks at Frieza, and Frieza's just looking at Gogeta going, "Who are you?" "Oh, I am the fusion between Goku and Vegeta. We've never showed you this yet." And Frieza is funny as hell. He goes, "That's not fair!" And he goes off and starts beating the heck out of Broly. It's a back and forth thing for a little while until he goes Super Saiyan Blue, Gogeta, and literally just end of story. Beats the hell out of Broly. He starts charging up for a Super Kamehameha wave. And this girl that had a crush on Broly didn't think it was fair that it's such an innocent Saiyan. And he was like, he's a lot like Goku, believe it or not. You'd have to watch the movie to know what I'm talking about. But he goes to shoot the Kamehameha wave, and they use Shenron. This girl and this old man summons Shenron and says, "Please save Broly. Put him back on the original planet he was once at." So real quick, right before he got hit by that finishing blow, he teleports out of there because of that wish, goes back to the planet that they discovered him on, back to his original self and everything. They take off to go back to Broly and check up on him and make sure he's all right. Frieza's about to destroy destroy their spaceship. Gogeta uses instant transmission, comes up, grabs his finger, and goes, "Nope, don't think so." After a while, they separate. Goku goes up to that planet by using instant transmission, finds Broly's power level, goes in there. Nobody trusts Goku. Even Broly was a little off guard, wondering how Goku found Broly and the other two. And I was staying with Broly, and Goku was just like, "I'm not here to fight, not today at least." And he just grabs some capsules, throws them one, and says, "All right, stand back." They were in a cave or something, and blows up. There was a house, and they're like, "Go inside." There's a bed, and there's some food in there. And he's like, "Here's 2 senzu beans or something." He's like, "This is called senzu beans. You eat one if you're in a tight situation to where it seems like, oh my God, someone's gonna die." He explains what they do. Heals up all your battle wounds. I think he forgot to mention that it fills you up. I think he completely forgot that factor. But either way, he explained the majority of what they needed to know. And then he looked at him. This girl said, "Why are you helping us?" He goes, "Oh, I just wanted to be able to come around and check up on you guys, on Broly, and spar with him every now and then." And Broly just stands there and starts smirking. He's like, "Okay, cool." And at the very end of that conversation, he walks away and says, this girl says, "We may not always be here. We might end up leaving," or something like that. And he's like, "Yeah, I know, but as long as you're not too far away, I'll find you." And he's like, "I just want a sparring partner and stuff." He wants to fight Broly more every now and then. And Broly's just happy to hear that. He's like excited for the fun battles yet to come. And right before Goku instant transmission off that plane to go back to planet Earth, he goes, "Oh yeah, and Broly, call me Kakarot." And that was so awesome how that ended. I have to say, that was the best ending ever. A lot better than the 3 Broly movies that we're used to. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more. And if you got any questions about the movie, comment down below. Peace, guys.